Okay, so for this video, I am going to be gambling on slime-covered scrolls from Naxxramas. Each of these death bargaining chips that I have here is gotten by beating a boss, and then for every boss you kill in Naxxramas, you get a Corruptor Scourge Stone that you can trade in for the same number of death's bargaining chips. So it takes 12 bosses per pattern. And I'm right now trying to finish up my list of patterns that I need. So I have a bunch left. I still need 13 patterns, and I'm going to be buying 100 of these slime-covered scrolls, with hopefully finishing up the patterns that I need. And let's start opening them. So we'll put this on the keybind and start opening these. So the first one is one I needed. May just go through these. So we'll just put that down. So right now I'm just going through until I get ones. This is a relatively profitable thing to do, as a lot of these, as you can see, do sell relatively expensively, as they are a pain to get, and there are 33 different ones you could get. And if you're looking for a specific one, that means you have 32 that you can miss on. So for right now, I'm relatively lucky, I think, on the ones that I need. Let's see if I have any doubles down here yet. I don't see any doubles there yet. So we'll basically keep going until all of them are gone. And these are for all the things that you could get in Naxx when it was current. So it's crafting for all the patterns that you could have theoretically got drops when it was still in use. I believe they're all on the same rarity. And that looks like that was a double Warg Fang. Another Strength of Menthol, Shade Blade, Weaver's Fang, I've got 3 of. So Naxxramas is a relatively good place to run. The other ones, so these ones over here, the chest and everything, those are for getting tier 3. So if you still need tier 3, that said, you have a relatively low chance of getting the tier 3 part, and then you need someone to craft it who has a tier 3. And I'm nearing the halfway point, as this takes a little while. And as you can see, they are relatively expensive. So this is going to be a fairly big part of the value from the run. Although I do think the other gambles here are a bit better, as you get quite a bit of gold if you do get the laminated parts. But I'm doing this one due to the fact that I actually need to finish up my list of patterns. And we're nearing the half. It's a relatively easy, quick run. I generally take about 15 minutes on a non-speed set character. And it's not as profitable as it was right when it came out, as these things have been dropping in price considerably. But you still do get a fair number per run. You also get a large number of Frostweed Cloth and Iceweb Spider Silk, which I just vendored, as that's not all that handy. And we'll see how many of the 33 I get. I'm sure there are some that are more valuable than others. I'll personally just be selling off all the other ones that I don't need. But for some people, it's going to be a situation where it's going to be highly worth them saving up and keeping them. And let's see if in the 100 that I run, I get anything good. Unlike the Zul'Gurub ones, I don't think there's that many really highly standout ones with the Warglaives. Okay, so we'll just do this. So I have Ancient Shades Blade. I got 3 of. It's 20k, so it's pretty good. And so it's 1, 2. So I only got 1 of the Widow's Weep, which is a bit of a pain. I've got a Weaver's Fang. I got 4 of those. Midnight's Grace. I got 2 of. So I got 2 of those. And then you have Strength of Menthiel. I got 5 of. So that's quite a few. And so as you go along, I did get lots of doubles. And I don't know if any of them are really stand out here. So there's Plague Belcher. It's about 80k on my realm. And I got 1 of those. But a lot of them, as you can see, are like in the 15 to 20k gold. Which means every run of Naxxramas is getting you that much gold if you do it with this one. Now, the other ones are more of a gamble, and they're a lot more expensive when you do get the successful one. Demise seems to be really expensive on my realm. I don't know why people value it so high on my realm. But as you can see, we'll check in a second if I got all the ones I needed. Okay, so I got 1. 2. So the Weaver's Fang. And then 3 for the Strength of Menthiel. So the Axe of Sundered Bone I needed still. And then the Plague Belcher I needed. And then the shield, the Stygian Shield I needed. And the Bucket Knickers I needed. So a lot of these I'm going to be getting. The Servo Arm I needed. So we'll see if I got them all that I needed. This gloves I needed. So yeah, I think I'm going to be pretty close. So the Shroud I also needed. And the Frostworm's Frigid Stare. The Bindings of the Harvested Soul I also needed. And then did I get the last one? No, so I think I still need 1 more. So I may end up doing this, or I may just trade for the final one that I need. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I will try to keep doing these.